Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Two Drunk Guys Watch. My name is Rory MacLeod. I'm your host, and with me for this episode is David Smith. Say hi, David.
Hello. Glad to be back.
Yes, welcome back, Cotter, or whatever your name is. So we haven't had you since episode 3, which was an exciting, I think we had the your American patriotism and some kind of poisonous pen or some kind of pornography.
A lot of violations of people's civil rights.
Yes.
That's all I recall.
For sure. So welcome back, and what are you drinking tonight?
I've tried a new recipe today. It's called Aztec's Mark.
Interesting. And you're not going to get Montezuma's Revenge from it, are you?
No, I'm not.
All right.
I don't think so.
Let's hope.
But it's it's bourbon based, and I like that.
All right.
So.
Well, at least not during the episode. All right. So I am dual wielding, per usual, with these feature length movies. I have in my Two Drunk Guys Watch branded beer glass. I have a Modelo Especial. And it's a special for tonight. And then in my other hand, not really, but I've got that's like 3 fingers of this Middle West bourbon whiskey. So if I do manage to get through all this, I'll probably have to call in sick tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. But, well, maybe. But it's a lot of alcohol. So
Middle West, a good choice.
Yeah, this is the one that Elliot Dozer got me for my birthday. So I'm still working on it, because I actually, between these episodes, I don't drink a whole lot, surprisingly. I know everyone thinks I'm a raging drunk, but in reality, I'm not. So, anyway, so this episode, we have an interesting movie. This is a film that has multiple titles. We're going to go with the Astral Factor, because that's the coolest sounding of the 3 titles. This is starring Stephanie Powers and Robert Foxworth, and a cast of thousands. You know how that goes. So, you have not seen this film?
Never heard of it, never seen it. I just knew who Stephanie Powers is.
Beautiful. All right. And, all right. So, everyone gets your alcoholic beverage of choice. And we'll get started right about now. And this is the camp that David works at.
Just like this. Everyone has slippers.
Yes. And the drum wakes everybody up, right?
Yes. Eat your cereal with a baseball mitt.
Yes.
Just pour it right in there.
You need a mitt on both hands and just eat your cereal. 7 feet tall? Can they really make that promise?
Just keep growing if you eat it.
No, I've had cornflakes and I don't remember being 7 feet tall.
No, you got to eat it quick though, otherwise it just turns into soggy cardboard.
Yes. I don't think any of those people are 7 feet tall, especially not that bald guy.
That guy on the left was pretty tall.
That's true. That's true.
Buy Kellogg's Corn Flakes in the convenient Kellogg's
It's Clark.
candy pack.
It's Clark
8
Kent.
I know.
fresh packages, all the same. 8 different, all the same.
Huh? He must be drunk.
Welcome to Century Chevrolet, Orlando's famous discount store, where we're having the most
Look at this-
fantastic
look at these
sale in
cars.
our
Yeah.
history,
Now,
featuring this lovely 85
and they actually
Chevrolet
vibrate like that
Impala.
while you drive.
Right.
For only $99
Yeah, this.
with our guaranteed
So I
$1,000
think
minimum
these are
trade
from
allowance.
roughly when
Your
this
low
movie
price
came
is
out.
only
Yeah, this movie came out in
$89.88.
'84,
That's
so
right.
they
Load at
might have been able to get
for
these
only
cars.
$89.88. Don't let somebody beat
85
you
Monte
to it.
Carlo. Can you
Hurry
imagine
out
for
to Century Chevrolet West Highway
$9,000?
50 at the Turnpike.
My understanding, with my very small knowledge of this
656-12
film, is 84 would have been a re-release of this film. They recut it.
Oh, you know what? You're right. So, yes, this was originally released as the Astral Factor in 1978. Also, the Astral Fiend. And then it was recut and re-released in 1984 as the Invisible Strangler. Now I'll point out that the cover art, or the poster art that we use in the opening of this episode, is from the Astral Factor, which looks way better than the whatever they released for Invisible Strangler. It looks like somebody drew it in MS Paint.
But we did find out at the beginning that this is some facility for the criminally insane.
Yep, there he is right there, being criminally insane. Look at that guy. He's like, man, I'm trying to go to sleep. What are you doing over there?
He's already getting the chair.
Yeah. He's pre-chairing himself.
That hurt.
Man, I should go astral.
You. Hey, what you been doing, man? It look like you're...
I'm just glowing. What's the big deal?
What I
You
did,
shut your
didn't
mouth.
see. I said it looked like
Bitches get stitches, or snitches get stitches. There you
such
go.
a little boy. In fact,
And the bitches.
Yeah, bitches.
you best to be careful
And
these next
britches.
couple days, because you're probably gonna
I
fall
mean,
down.
would you really want to start taunting some guy that was glowing like 2 seconds ago? I guess he's across the whole, like, what's he gonna do?
Uh-oh. Broke his glasses. You broke my glasses.
Oh, he did more than that. He made him go like, oh. So he's got some kind of telekinesis, or
Yeah.
maybe.
He's attacking him with the soft mattress.
Well, this mattress is just so nasty that he just dies from it.
Oh
Oh,
no.
shoe kinesis! No! That'd be a cool power, shoe kinesis.
Shut up, Miller. You say one word about this, one word, and I'll kill you. You understand me? You understand me, Miller?
Now, see, that seems like a credible threat now that he's across the hall
yeah.
from him.
Yeah. Lighten up, Francis. Well, how did he end up in jail in the first place? I mean, like, if he has all those powers, you would think he wouldn't be locked up.
Maybe he developed them while in prison, but yeah, you'd think he could just escape. Oh, there he goes. Bye. See you, Charlie. Why didn't he just do that before?
Okay, Miller.
Right.
That's it. I've had it with you. You're going into isolation for the next 2
Yeah,
weeks.
stop being hit by telekinetic stuff.
Sands?
I've had enough of you getting
Sands,
hit
where
with
the hell are you?
telekinesis.
Okay, what's going on here, Miller?
It's Miller time. I'll drink to that. Even though I'm not drinking Miller, but...
Uh-oh. Where did he go?
Maybe he's under the toilet.
There he is.
Nice.
Get your butt down here!
My butt. You want my whole body or just my butt? Oh, this must be the killer or whatever he is. Like, escaping somehow, invisible.
Yeah, he's invisible, right?
But we can hear his heartbeat. It's very important.
That's how you know he's alive.
So I think this is the original cut of the movie because, according to Wikipedia, the Invisible Strangler version is only 85 minutes, and this is way longer than that. So,
Oh.
other than that, I don't know what the difference is. It says that they added scenes in the new versions. They must have cut a lot out. If they cut, I don't know how long, but they cut probably 20 minutes and they added scenes. So I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, I think this is going to be a flashback.
Oh, these are probably the people that he killed when he was not
Roger?
Astral, or maybe he was Astral.
Hello, Mother.
What are you doing here?
Oh, his mother. Oh, good.
I came back.
Maybe she was the
Why
first
aren't
one.
you at school?
I came back.
Have
to
you
see
heard of Oedipus?
Roger, you can't be seen here. I'm throwing a very important party
And no one must know you have a son.
Oh. What if they already know you have a son?
Well, that's why I'm here.
We have to remove it from their brain?
I'm sick of having to hide.
Roger,
I want people to know who I am.
Is he
no.
talking to
I
her
am your
telepathically?
son.
What's he doing?
That you are my
I think he's
mother.
having a
I
memory.
can't.
I think she's already dead.
mother!
Roger, stop it! Stop
Uh-oh.
it, Roger!
Hey,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing here?
What?
What the hell are you doing here?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything here.
Oh, he's at the
You
graveyard,
vandals
maybe?
are all the same. I know
Yes,
you're
it was a
I'll see what
tombstone.
I'll do.
Oh.
I'm going to get the police up here.
Uh-huh.
Get the police
Not
up
if
here.
I...
Uh-oh.
Not if I take your gun away. Ha-ha.
No, I take it. No.
Oh, no. Darn telekinetic kids. Yeah. That's how you get, old man.
Every time he does that eye thing in this movie, we have to take a drink.
Oh, shit. Okay, I better get caught up then. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there.
Well, I'm drinking my Modelo first, so
Okay.
I'm already halfway through it, so I better slow down. Because I was drinking it not when he was doing the eye thing, so. The star of this movie, who we haven't seen yet, is Robert Foxworth, who probably is best known for being on Falcon Crest. He was also in a number of other 70s and 80s TV shows and TV movies. That's not him either.
Okay.
I don't know who this guy is, but and then
he's the pervy photographer.
yeah, apparently. All right, and the female lead, of course, who we've mentioned, is Stephanie Powers, who was known for being on Heart to Heart, and was probably in some other stuff too. But that's what I know her from.
Do you think they re-released this with a new cut after Heart to Heart became a thing, so they can capitalize on?
Yeah, because I think that would have been after this was made, right? So Heart to Heart, I want to say, is early 80s. Let's see. What's Heart to Heart on?
80s, but I can't remember when
I'm looking it up to see if I can figure it out. 79, no, 79. So it would have been contemporaneous maybe with this, but
yeah. She probably made this movie thinking her career was just about in the tank.
Yeah.
And then landed a TV role.
She was in a movie with Roger Moore, Telly Savalas, David Niven, Sonny Bono, and Elliot Gould, called Escape to Athena. That was right before this.
Huh.
I should get that movie. That'd be fantastic.
Exactly.
Probably not public domain. That's not Stephanie Powers either, by the way. I don't know who that is. That's probably the killer's girlfriend or something. Or just some random scene that has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. Oh, good news. Stephanie Powers released her debut music CD in 2003. So you can hear her singing from the Great American Songbook. Well, that's exciting.
He's not very stealthy about that. Like, you think people would notice.
I didn't take a drink when he used
No, it wasn't eyes.
Oh, right. Good thing.
Yeah.
There's an actress in this movie, I'm assuming it's an actress, named Queenie Smith, who is playing Darlene's landlady. So I guess we'll meet Darlene at some point, and she'll have a landlady. Now, this is Stephanie Powers here.
Yeah.
There's also a guy named George Robot Ham, which I think is pronounced Robotham, but I like Robot Ham better.
Yes.
There's an Eddie Firestone in this. Wow.
I don't think that's his real name.
No, Eddie Firestone could be a real name. But,
could be.
Well, could be, right. Oh, well, just Astral guy outside. No big deal. Look at that.
Time. Yeah.
She's got some interesting decor in that place.
Yeah. So she just got home. Is it time to shower?
Yep, absolutely. Here we go. Drop him.
No, you hear the heartbeat. You know he's in there.
Yeah, wait till the invisible guy gets in and then get naked. Now, is she a blonde in this movie, or is it like a... Yeah, she must be. Or maybe it's the lighting. No? Could be a wig.
Yeah, they always come home and go right to the shower. You know, if it'd been a little bit more realistic, they'd come home and just take a big dump. And then to go
to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be, I don't think, very cinematic, though.
Right.
Not this kind of movie. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Let me make a phone call first. Hold on, I gotta call my bookie. Oh, come on. Can't even give us a little bit of refreshment here. Oh, let the fun off the hook.
Well, it's just why it calls while she's enjoying her bath.
No, I think the invisible guy did that. Because they just showed it right before that and it was normal, so he must have somehow taken it off the hook. It's off the hook! Turn the light off, there you go.
There we go.
I wonder if this is just some cheap ploy. That's not Stephanie Powers, is it?
No, it isn't. She's victim number one.
Oh, okay.
This is like a setting establishing.
Oh, I thought they showed... Okay, maybe they did show
That is a nasty tub. Look at that water.
Yeah.
Maybe she's Should have taken that dump first.
Maybe she did. Right in the tub. Well, you know, after you die, sometimes you expel, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I think like in the process of being strangled, she's just released.
She pre-released?
Yeah, and then got strangled by her loofah.
What a way to go. And here's some vaudeville for you. Hilarious.
Man, if he reaches his hand out under the covers while watching that vaudeville.
Gives himself a release.
Yes.
Yes. God damn it.
Don't you ever give up?
Lieutenant Barrett.
How would you expect?
This is Davis. I'm sorry to disturb you, Lieutenant.
I don't have a first name, I'm sorry.
We have a 187.
Oh, shit.
Why call me?
187.
Captain Wells wants you in
Last
on
week it was a
That's all I know.
186.
I know, it went up one.
Tell Captain Wells to shove it.
Where should I shove it?
As soon as you get your ass in high gear.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out who this Davis is.
Come on,
I
Captain.
don't see. Oh, there it is. Carol Blaylock. I've got the cast list up, so. Who was that guy? Captain Butthead? What was his name? There's a Captain Wells. That must be him. Percy Rodriguez. Oh, so that's okay. So this guy normally has a beard. This actor.
Normally?
Well, I mean, when I've seen him, he had a beard. I mean, I watched Falcon Crest when I was a kid. My mom loved that show, so I do vaguely remember him.
It was.
It was, but that son of a bitch made me go in.
Haven't even had your dessert yet.
Yeah. Looks like he was about to get some dessert. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder what's for dessert?
I'll save it for you.
Oh. I'll save it for you and make the color wash out.
Yeah, that was weird.
She's gonna put whipped cream on her, you know.
Aren't you gonna wear
Like in, what was that movie, Varsity Blues?
No.
The whip.
I've never seen that.
Oh, there was a girl, she comes in a whipped cream bikini with 2 cherries on her,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
You should go watch that.
Candy just wants you to look nice.
After we're done here, that's your assignment is to go watch
In the
Varsity
middle of the
Blues.
night, Candy.
Okay.
You'll dig it. Texas football.
Oh,
You should be
yeah.
all over that. Yeah. Yeah. Some chick got greased. I gotta go downtown.
You want me to wait up for you, Teddy Bear?
Hell no.
No. Okay for you.
So he's a homicide detective. He's probably gonna be out all night, lady.
Have a nice time.
First 48.
Have a nice time. Okay. Yeah, that's what I do when I'm on the job. Oh,
Oh, you can tell she's dead.
she died as she lived with her mouth wide open.
Apparently strangulation, Lieutenant. Her larynx appears to be totally crushed. Held
Huh?
by a pair of large and extremely strong hands. But don't quote me on that. until
Don't
after
quote me on that.
Don't that's not really a professional opinion.
Right. Well, don't quote him on that. He's like the photographer or something. Like the crime scene photographer. Is he hiding behind the curtains?
Lieutenant, it's just like the front door. Everything in this place is locked on the inside.
Except the doors we opened to get in here.
Funny.
You know,
Well, I mean,
they were dusting for
all the
fingerprints
windows
just a
in the
minute
door
ago,
is
but now
locked
he's
on
like
the
touching
inside.
every goddamn thing in the whole
With no gloves on.
apartment.
Right.
Right.
Tell me.
But I guess they know what his fingerprints look like, so. He's eating.
That'd be a perfect
Is he eating her
cover if
food?
he was the murderer. Yep.
That would be a perfect cover if you're like a homicide
Yep.
detective. Yeah, I'm sure there's been something like that before. Right?
I'm sure. Can't trust these
I
people.
wore my baby blue suit just for you, Lieutenant. Or whatever his name is. Yeah, he is a lieutenant.
She didn't answer the phone when he called from the manager's office. He went up there and kicked in the door. He found the girl dead in the bathtub. Then he called the police.
Yeah.
Phone in the den.
Sounds great.
Is that all right with you, Lieutenant?
Sounds like you got this covered. I'm going home.
Was the manager with him when he busted in?
Is he clicking that pen?
I think that's his pacemaker.
Click.
Forgot to ask.
I forgot to ask. What kind of half-ass police work is this?
Suck.
Make check behind the curtains again.
Just wipes his hands off, throws it on the counter. There is no crime scene integrity here.
No.
Lieutenant, she was with him when he broke in.
Uh-huh. And who's this chick? Who knows?
I think that's a dude.
No. Next to that. The guy in the baby blue suit, there's a woman.
You a married man, Mr. Kingsley?
Not anymore.
I don't think I have to answer that.
Recently widowed. Or
Yes.
widowed. What is it called when
I'm
you're
not trying to be
when you're
evasive,
a widower?
I'd like to avoid an ugly
A
scandal.
widower?
if possible.
No, but like
Already
when
ugly.
you're a woman and your husband died, you're widowed. Is it the same for a widower?
You're widowered.
That's what I was asking.
Changed along about 6 months. But I assure you, there's never
See,
been
there's a
the
woman.
slightest
See that? Am I
complication.
hallucinating?
Okay.
Arguments, threats, marriage.
You know, in the 70s, it was hard
None
to
of
tell.
Well, that's
sometimes.
true. That's true. She looks a bit like that Madam puppet,
Never
Yes.
mention anyone getting her
like a
back.
human version of Madam. No one knows what we're talking
Mean
about,
that
but
men make advances.
certainly no one under the age of 50 knows what we're talking about.
I suppose every
Unless
man
they
she
watched
encounters
Hollywood
would like
Squares
to
as a
take her
child.
around.
Yeah,
Mr.
maybe.
Kingsley. Crazies, freaks.
Crazies and freaks. I love it.
Freaks.
Used to get
That's a
obscene
that's a
telephone
two
calls
drunk
from
guys watch
someone.
film for sure.
Oh, Crazies and
Crazies
Freaks?
and
Yeah.
Freaks.
Oh, Freaks? No, I don't want to do that movie. That's too...
No, not that one.
Oh.
But a movie called Crazies and Freaks is right up
Oh,
your
okay,
alley.
okay. Not the one from... Yeah. You know what movie I'm talking about?
Don't get lost.
Yes.
I may need
Okay.
to talk to you again.
Okay.
I love the music.
I love the zoom in on some random magazine. Okay. Thanks.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's like a foghorn. Yeah, looks good to me.
This is Roger Sands' left thumbprint.
Uh-huh. Great. Where'd you get that?
And this is your left thumbprint, which we found everywhere.
Everywhere.
At the crime scene.
Not to mention your saliva and your, you know.
His apartment.
Now, who is this Roger Sands? Oh, he's the bad guy. I think. I mean, that's a character in the movie. I assume it's the bad guy.
Yeah. These people all look alike to me, I gotta be honest.
They all look like 70s characters.
Convicted for
They do.
first-degree murder, sentenced to life imprisonment in the North State Institution for the
Criminally insane. Yep, typical.
Studied this case in college.
Wonder how many movies started off with the insane asylum at the beginning.
Actresses, foxes, the models, that type.
Not enough.
Like that sign where it says the so-and-so institute. Yeah, I've seen at least half a dozen movies that start off just like that.
I know why I asked the captain to put you on this case, Holt.
And I think I actually may have seen this movie once. I think during COVID lockdown, I think I watched this with some of you guys.
There are two others that we know of.
This would have been pre-Two Drunk Guys Watch.
Both of these
Yeah,
young women
I'm
came
not
dangerously
familiar
close
Okay.
to losing their lives.
Although the hair on the
Sam
guy on the
Lane,
right
a
is just
professional
amazing.
dancer, Christina Hartman, that year's Miss Galaxy. Sands actually got his hands on her.
Got his filthy telekinetic hands on her.
Thank you.
I don't think they know that he's telekinetic.
Barrett, Sands escaped less than 48 hours ago.
Escaped from maximum security.
But how does that make you let you be
I'll
invisible?
start that again. Nobody will
Because
Supposed to have escaped under mysterious
yeah.
circumstances.
because of 70s science.
Oh,
So I think what he ends up doing is he possesses people or something, because according to the... Maybe he just turns invisible, I don't know. I know there was a movie where a killer possessed people, but I think that's a different movie. And there was a Denzel Washington movie that obviously was much later where that happened too.
No sweat so far. What you got out there?
that is a really cool tie.
Yeah.
That thing's, look at that thing.
Oh, on the left? Yeah, you should wear that.
Yeah.
You should wear that to work
Better
tomorrow.
know it's covered.
So everyone is incompetent but him. Okay. Well, that's pretty typical of these movies. The one cop thinks he knows everything.
Hartman.
You know.
Yes, she's expecting you. She's beside the swimming pool at the back of the house.
She's beside herself with excitement that the cop is coming over. Oh, that's got to be that lady I was talking about, that Queenie. Because it said it was some lady's land... oh, that says landlady. No, that can't be it.
Right. Well, when did we see Elkie Summers? Maybe this will be...
Oh, this is probably her. Yeah, this is probably her. I forgot to mention, yeah, she's in this too. She's a also well-known actress. She's a little bit older than Stephanie Powers. I want to say Well, she's German too, so that probably is her because she had a bit of an accent.
I had a Gran Torino. Is that a Gran Torino? It looks like that.
Yeah. Don't you still drive one of those?
Mercury.
She was in a couple of Bob Hope movies, Pink Panther. She was in a bunch of stuff. Elkie Summer. She would have been well known to 70s movie people.
Mrs. Hartman? Mrs. Hartman, Lieutenant Barrett, I believe you got a call from my office.
Do you like my ass?
Would you please tell me why those men are spying on me?
Because they want to look at your
David,
ass.
Isn't it? Playing one of his stupid little games again.
Yeah.
Your husband?
Yes, my goddamned husband.
My goddamned husband.
Hey, say, you don't look like a detective.
Are you sure?
Has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, he kind of looks like one to me.
Yeah.
You remember a man named
Elkie
Roger
Summer
Sands?
hosted a syndicated program entitled The Exciting World of Speed and Beauty.
The night before last, he killed a girl named Darlene DeLong.
That was in the 80s. That was after those.
Oh, my God.
My God.
My dear God.
I have no idea who that is.
He's out of prison.
Yeah, that's got to be Elkie Summer there.
She seems to have some sort of accent.
Some kind of foreign
What about that
accent.
other girl? She was a dancer, Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne Raymond. We're trying to locate her now.
Roxanne, you don't have to get strangled by an invisible dude.
Would you like
Roxanne.
a drink, Lieutenant?
What do you think?
Pretty
good.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
early in the day for me.
Yeah. Well,
It's pretty high. Police songs are pretty high. They're hard to sing
You just took the
unless you have an actually high voice, which obviously I don't.
Excuse me.
So I have to do the little falsetto. My options are falsetto or scream. So, in the interest of our audience, I won't do the second one. Man, he's checking that out. He's like, damn. I know I got Stephanie Powers at home, but Jesus. Look, this guy's got a submachine gun up there. What is he doing?
Where's your husband now, Mrs. Hartman?
He's guarding. He's guarding Elkie Summers.
He's got an
My
Uzi.
husband?
It's like, is
I
that
don't know.
necessary?
I never know half the time. In
Why
Europe,
does she put
some
the hood up?
people
Is
France
she
thing.
expecting rain?
You see, Dave is a habitual globetrotter.
Well, you
He
don't want to
collects
get
beetles like
oversunned.
some men
Yes.
collect stamps.
Good beauty.
My husband is a Harlem Globetrotter. His name is Meadowlark Lemon.
Yeah, except for my housekeeper.
Remember the Harlem
It's a
Globetrotters?
real drag, you know.
Oh, yes.
I guess they're still around in some form. Of course, all the
Yeah,
originals
yeah.
are probably dead or
Think you're
long
gonna buy
retired,
a
I
photocopy?
assume.
Yeah, I'm sure all the
Oh, I
cartoon
did love it
characters
at
are long
first.
gone.
Oh, they're probably still around.
David and I spend much more time together.
Didn't they
than-
have like a Scooby-Doo meets the Harlem Globetrotters?
Yeah, I think it was like a
Took me with
double,
him
like
everywhere. We
they were
traveled
back to
Europe,
back or something like that.
met lots of
Back to back, huh?
important, famous
Like a
people,
two-part episode?
princesses,
Like, no, like Saturday mornings.
ambassadors,
No, I mean, I
and
think
the
they had a
queen.
crossover episode where it
Sounds
was
like you had it all.
where they met the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Oh, that
But I
could
don't
very well be
anymore.
possible.
Well, let's find out. We'll use the
David now
magic
treats me like I'm
of...
just another trophy in his
Google.
collection. And do you know what happened
Let's
to
see.
yesterday's trophies, Lieutenant?
They're doing a lot of explaining on this, which isn't a good. Like, if you have to tell what's going on
Yep.
instead of just showing,
Still in
that's
love
not good
with him?
movie making.
1972, Scooby-Doo meets the Harlem Globetrotters. There we
I
go.
guess so.
I was right, and you were
I
wrong.
think so.
As usual.
As you...
All right, this is. I was. All right, while you were looking that up, I was because I had a memory.
A memory?
Elkie.
Hello.
I did.
Hold on.
Elkie Summer was the guest star on an episode of The Muppet Show.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Hey, Lieutenant.
That would have been about this time. Maybe a little bit
Yeah, it
after
would've.
this.
1979.
Oh, okay. So yeah, right after this then.
Uh-huh.
In fact, she went straight from filming this right over to the Muppet
Okay, you stay
Show.
on top of it until I get
Yep.
there.
Right. Lieutenant.
There's
Hey,
Muppets
Lieutenant.
just off stage.
They're waiting for her. There's a limo full of Muppets right off camera. It's like, hey, let's go, lady. Chop
You
chop.
finally got something right.
He's checking out that ass again. God damn, dude.
Maxine Raymond's okay.
Oh.
She's all bent
Oh,
over and
that's
stuff, and he's like,
great.
yeah.
Now you take care of yourself.
Huh?
Lieutenant,
Bye.
can't you stay a while? I mean,
What'd you
I
call
could-
me?
I could make us a nice seafood salad with a real
A
special
V
sauce.
food salad, huh?
Seafood.
Oh, seafood.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm almost done with my Modelo already. That's not good because
Mrs.
we're
Hartman,
not halfway through this
watch
thing.
out for your friend here.
We're like a quarter of the way through it.
I
I'm
know.
gonna slow down a little bit. And with that, I just finished it off. So there we go. Better
So
slow
much
down.
for
Well,
pacing yourself.
I was almost done, so there really wasn't any harm,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that how it works?
I've been prepping since noon.
Now, darlings, let's try it again. And right this
Yes.
time.
There's your future career,
From the
David.
top.
Dancer.
Yep. Yeah, no, like a dance. Oh, there you are, right there. Yep. I can see that. With that belt, the dancing belt. Oh my God.
Dancing belt.
Yes.
It's very jazzy.
Yes. At least you can count. That's all. That's the only skill you need, David.
And be able to clap.
And you have to slap your ass like that.
Yeah. And you have to be able to berate people.
I feel like you could probably do that.
Oh, I'd be very good at it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Run through the second act.
That must mean the invisible guy's there.
Please, please, please try to pick up your cues. You know we open
Call
in
those
3
legs.
days.
Take those back to the butcher shop.
Yep. Yep. Chop him up. Now, he doesn't do anything with the bodies. He's not like a... I don't know what... Like a... I mean, he's a serial killer, but he's not... I don't know, what do you call that? Where he, like, chops people up. A butcher.
Yes.
Roxanne! Oh.
I suddenly got goosebumps.
Oh, maybe it's cold in here. Let me warm you up. Yeah.
Did Sands ever discuss
Look at the way that guy's sitting. That doesn't look comfortable.
Yes, quite freely on occasion.
Are you getting a
In one way or
David
another,
Hasselhoff
each
vibe
of
from
these
this
young women
detective?
That guy there?
reminds him of his mother.
No, not him.
Girls, you know, Celebrity Magazine.
Not him.
In
You
his
mean Robert
mind,
Foxworth?
each
Not
time
really.
he
I mean, the
feels
hair, maybe.
he
But
actually believes
Yes, that's
he's
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah.
again.
He's about
I'm afraid
a
unless
foot
Roger
shorter than
Sands
David
is
Hasselhoff,
he will
though.
be compelled
Well, maybe not a
to continue
foot,
killing
but...
every woman who reminds him of his mother.
What are these books here in his cell?
I believe.
What's
he's
this
read
Mein
everything
Kampf
in
he
the
was reading?
library.
Yeah, but what are these?
Sands is well educated, you know, actually.
So all these women remind him of his mother?
Boy, he's going to have a long list. He's
Did he
got like
ever
3,000
mention
women. Gee, we
Sands,
should do something about this.
Did he write letters to anybody?
No, Roger
Did write
Sands
letters
was
to
within
anybody. Nobody
himself.
does that.
No,
The
well, back then they
basis
did. There was
of
no email.
psychosis. His mother, not wanting known that she had a child,
Uh-huh.
prevented him from developing any friendships.
Been there. Oh, yeah. All right, well, I've started on my Middle West bourbon.
Interests, sports,
Nice.
It's pretty smooth.
automobiles, political organizations, anything at all.
Yes, psychic
So
phenomena. It was
one of the
his
features
major
of the
preoccupation. Obsession, I
Aztec's
should
mark
say.
is that you put a little hot sauce in it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so it's like
I'm
hot sauce and
simply
bourbon
suggesting that Roger Sands
and
was
chocolate
experimenting
liqueur
with
and a little
LSD.
Benedictine.
For instance,
Oh, a little
I
Benadryl?
found him in a total cataleptic
Yeah,
state.
that would be
He was
better.
lying on the
It's a
floor,
codeine
set,
cough syrup in it.
rigid as this
I
bed.
told you should make it old-fashioned with
We
codeine.
first thought he was dead.
Yep.
But the medical staff.
Wonder what
detected
that map
heartbeat.
is behind the
After
captain
about
here.
20 minutes, he came out of it.
It's left over from the movie they just
That's,
made
there it is.
the week earlier.
It's got a bunch of drawings on it. All right.
It might. They've had a team of parapsychologists.
There is a lot of talking
Wait,
happening
there's
right
two
now.
different
Dave.
maps because there's a map behind Robert Foxworth and there's another map behind the captain. Look.
Well, he and Dr. Ulmer,
Mm-hmm.
the head parapsychologist from the Institute, spent
Ooh,
considerable
a
time in
parapsychologist.
the subject's cell,
They
where
psychoanalyze
he
parachutes.
physical contact with the object used by Roger Sands. I
So
taped the session.
you got to figure at film school like, that there's some part of a clash like, hey, if you're thinking about a scene where everyone just sits and talks for a long time and nobody moves around and nothing happens,
Well, they have Robert Foxworth walking around.
yeah,
At least they have.
don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
That's called a book.
Right.
Dr. Jacobs, could you play that again?
Yeah, it's impolite to point.
Yes, Dr. Ulmer. I seriously believe this Roger Sands could be here in this room with us, and we would be unable to see him.
Because he's invisible. Are you buying any of this? He's at the Der Wiener Schnitzel. Isn't that it? Isn't that Der Wiener Schnitzel?
Could be.
Didn't they have the angled roof?
I was thinking IHOP, but
Nah.
they didn't have walk-up counters.
No, that's got to be Der Wiener Schnitzel. Here, pan out. I'm getting flashbacks to when I lived in California. You ever been to a Der Wiener Schnitzel?
No, I've not. This is something you're familiar with, and I'm not.
Yeah, that's. I know for sure they're in California. I thought they were elsewhere.
She dumped her husband. Not remarried, but man, did she...
Yep, he's eating a hot dog. I had to be.
With her activity.
That's what they sold at Wiener Schnitzel.
I think that's mine.
Not anymore.
The one with the mustard.
Uh-huh. I have no regard for you, whoever your name is, or whatever your name is.
Social life.
I think that's Detective Holt is this guy's name.
Away from her friends all of the time. Carlotta Sands, strangled to death in the bedroom of her West Park mansion 6 years ago by one Roger Lewis Sands. Since that time, the estate has been in the hands of the
That is the
probate
Ford Gran Torino.
Yep.
I had one.
Yep. You still do.
Yeah, I wish. It was a wagon.
Wasn't there a Clint Eastwood movie called Gran Torino?
Yes. He had a nicer one than I had, but we both had 351 Clevelands in ours, I'm sure.
That movie was famous for some kind of get off my lawn scene. What's he picking up litter?
It's a clue.
Oh, it's a clue. Okay. No, it's not. That's a long car.
That's also the Starsky and Hutch car.
Oh.
They have the 4-door. The Starsky and Hutch had the 2-door.
Yeah, but wasn't it painted? Like it had like a racing stripe or something?
Yeah. This is a later model of it.
Yeah.
They had like a 72.
Yeah, they couldn't afford something cool like that.
Be funny if they're driving around like a Ford Granada or something.
Or a Pinto. Did they have Pintos? I guess they had Pintos in 78, right?
Yeah. No trespassing. Well, we got to turn around.
Bye. I guess we're done here.
Dang. That sign.
That's a pretty sweet looking balcony.
Oh, that's where his mother was sitting.
Yep.
When he strangled her.
Yep. Now, this actor I've seen in a bunch of stuff too. I think I've seen him in like some sitcoms, like Three's Company and stuff like that.
Why would he cover up the mirror with newspaper? Who would do a thing like that?
Maybe they wanted to see what the weekly ads were. See what the specials are down at Penny's.
Oh, I mean, she did. Look at that. She's slapping him. Maybe he was coming onto her or something.
Yeah, they got the cheesecloth over the camera here.
You're such a child. Don't you see what it'll do to us if people find out about you?
Yeah.
This us stuff, Mother.
Who gives a shit? What about that?
What it will do
We could just disappear.
Yep. What if I just turn invisible? You'd like that, wouldn't you, Mom?
It's like I've been invisible all my life.
Ooh.
Ooh. Roger, I've had enough trouble as it is.
I've had enough of your bullshit for one night.
I have a son your age, it will ruin me.
What? Who gives a shit?
Get ready to be ruined, Mother, because I'm busting this thing wide open.
Slap.
Been born.
Oh, there we go. I knew it. You got a slap?
A slap and a strangle.
A little slap and strangle. That's a 188.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 187 is the code for Moida. Pretty sure.
Uh-oh.
Son of a bitch. They caught me. Why don't you just turn invisible?
Does anyone really do that? Just like, I'm going to cover all the furniture with sheets since we're not here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be gone for a long time, I can see that.
Really something, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She how many brides like her get all screwed up.
All screwed up. Oh, there she is.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Just another vital statistic. Let's start with a bedroom.
I think the partner's going to die right here.
Oh, you think that's going to fall on him?
Yeah.
Or he's going to fly across the room and hit him? No, it's going to fall on something. Oh, there it goes. Oh, no! Oh, that killer has terrible aim. He's just trying to fuck with him, I think. What if the painting started to move? That'd be sweet. Alright. The heartbeat's going. That means he's invisible. I think I figured out the little special effects cues here.
I wonder if his heart rate changes. Like, will we find out if he's stressed?
Oh, maybe.
Or if he's breathing slowly.
So I think this is the cut down version because in Wikipedia it says that there's a bunch of, in the uncut version, there's a bunch of dialogue from the killer. And I'm not seeing any of that. Or hearing it. I'm also not seeing it, but if I was seeing it, maybe because I'm drinking too much. But no.
Oh my god, that was scary.
No, no. I think this might be I think this might be the Invisible Strangler. But we're still going to call it the Astral Factor. Because it's a cooler name. Although I don't think technically he's going into the astral plane. I think he's just turning invisible.
No.
Although when he was like in the lotus position meditating, I thought maybe he was.
He's just blinking. Just start randomly shooting everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you'll hit him, yeah. Assuming he's still in the apartment.
Yeah, it's not like anyone lives there anymore.
Yeah. This is some weird decor in this place.
Yep.
Everything's covered up. Well, not everything,
If someone's in here, how the hell they get out?
Invisible, you dumbass.
I'm calling a search assist. I want this whole area cordoned off.
Yeah. I want my whole area cordoned off. Oh, Stephanie Powers is barely in this. She was in that one scene, that was it. She's gonna have to get,
maybe
like,
she gets strangled later.
Yeah, or threatened by the killer. It has to be, otherwise she's gonna barely be. If she's just his girlfriend.
So on the movie poster you shared with me, there looked like there was somebody topless in a pool, but I don't think we're gonna see that.
No, I think that was the MS Paint drawing that I was referring to earlier. That looks terrible. No, the actual movie poster that's on our episode looks like a real movie poster. That does not. Like, I don't know what that is. The one on the Wikipedia page, yeah, that looks terrible. I don't know. Yeah, I hate that book. That book left him jolted at the altar. Coffee Handsome.
Uh-oh, here's the cordon.
Uh-oh. Cordon off the whole area.
Not all over, Lieutenant.
You ever hear of a Colleen Hudson?
Yeah, she's a socialite, always making news of the international jet set.
I miss those police hats. Maybe the next one don't really wear hats like that anymore, do they?
No. They mostly wear those rainbow wigs now. You know, with the big
clown wig.
Yeah, the big clown wig. Yeah. I think, I don't know. It's been a while since I saw a cop, but I assume that's what they wear now. No, they have No, I don't think they do wear hats. I don't know. I guess it depends on where you are. I'm sure in some places they wear the hats. All right, now hold still. What is she painting?
The dog.
I don't think so. She's next to the dog.
I know, that'd be funny if she was there.
It would be. Whoa. He smells an invisible strangler.
What is it, Prince?
Oh, this is some other random chick, so she's gonna get strangled.
There's nothing there. Now you behave.
Stop being such a bitch.
Prince, quiet. Now down.
Oh, he's named after the singer, Prince.
Prince,
anybody who's owned a dog knows that when your dog reacts that way, that doesn't really mean there's nothing there.
Prince.
Yeah, but it could mean that, though, unfortunately. Dogs sometimes bark at nothing. We know because of the music that's not the case here. Oh, no.
Fido.
Not Fido, or Prince. See, now he's breathing heavily, yeah.
Is he breathing through a mask or something?
Oh, he's fine. He's just sleeping. Yeah, he's like breathing in an echo chamber.
So that reminds him of his mother?
Sure. That works for me, yeah. As far as you know. Slap.
She gonna stab herself in the throat with a paintbrush?
With her nails. Is he slapping her? What's he doing?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I don't know who this actress is. It might be this Mariana Hill. Let's see if that's her. Yeah, I think that's her there.
What if?
Oh, she was in another Two Drunk Guys Watch movie. She was in Messiah of Evil. Oh, she was in High Plains Drifter. Wow, all right. Good for her. I thought she looked familiar. Well, she's not dead. She's still moving around.
You were my mother.
Oh, no.
All right, well, that time he talked.
Yeah, something about mother.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is the long version, though, because this whole thing is like an hour and a half. This can't be...
Yeah. It certainly feels like it.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how... I mean, this Wikipedia thing may not be accurate. I don't know. Often it is not. In fact, there was some movie we did a while ago where I was reading the Wikipedia page, and I'm like, this is not the same movie we're watching. Like, half of it was wrong. Like, it had all this stuff that wasn't in the movie. But anybody can go in pretty much and edit these pages, so...
Yeah, they could say anything they wanted.
Somebody drunkenly went in there and edited it. It. Oh.
You know, sometimes we watch these movies, and you can tell people, even though the movie sucks, they're really working hard. I don't get that sense from this one.
Yeah!
Candy wanted to surprise you.
Surprise! Here's my gun. Blam.
Candy did.
Oh, is her name Candy? Oh, that is her name. Candy Barrett.
Yeah, I almost shot your face off.
Yeah. Is she wearing a fur coat?
Did you call your mother?
What on earth?
Call my mother.
Wow.
It's your birthday.
Why would I do that?
Already?
Yeah, but I'm trying to
You should
have a
call
good
your
time on
mother.
my birthday.
Candy.
Clearly.
I don't call my mother on my birthday.
Exactly.
I always do.
Yeah.
You should.
Candy has another surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
Save me.
Come on, sit down over here and close your eyes.
All right.
Come on.
This is called time-wasting character development.
Are you sitting down?
No, not yet.
Are your eyes closed?
No.
That chandelier. It's very fancy.
Yeah. Someone's going to get strangled with that chandelier.
Ready.
Ta-da!
Yay! It's a can of Copenhagen.
That's really something.
Yeah.
You see, I told you I was good at something
Is that a can of Copenhagen?
From scratch.
Could be.
No, it's a really
I've been
tiny
living
cake.
away in the kitchen all day.
You spent all day on that?
Blow it out. Make a wish and blow out the
She
candle.
stuck a candle in a Hostess cupcake.
Right.
Come on. Yay!
Yay, you did it. Yay.
Cheers. And now, Candy.
I now pronounce you man and cake.
Really?
Would you like chicken and giblets?
Uh-huh.
Or a fillet of sole?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
How about macaroni and cheese?
TV dinners. About some Swanson's Hungry Man.
Coat?
Yes. It's,
Nope.
It's your birthday present to me.
Well, how thoughtful of me.
Did you catch your maniac yet?
No.
Nah.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, maybe you'll get him tomorrow.
That cake looks really stiff.
Better get him tomorrow. Did I mention he's invisible and has telekinesis? It might take me a little longer than normal.
You bring a sharp knife for me to cut through this.
Yeah, he can shoot at it with his gun. Shoot the different pieces apart. That looks more like a one-serving cake, though. Oh, dear.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
I'm gagging it down, just like your regular cooking.
What's his birth sign?
Whose birth sign?
Your maniac.
Zeus.
Candy, I don't know his birth sign.
Oh, you don't? No. Oh, okay.
Well, never mind.
I don't believe you. Are you for real?
Are you for
You want me to
real?
prove it to you or something?
Prove what? What is she proving? That she has breasts?
So.
I don't think that'd be hard to prove. I wonder if this was a TV movie, because they're not, like, there's no nudity, but I don't think it was a TV movie.
No, it's not even that good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There's the popo. Oh, they eyeballed him. Here he comes.
Uh-oh, he got eyeballed. We haven't seen the sparkly eyes in a little bit, but I'm going to take a drink anyway.
Hey, you!
Uh-oh.
What are
He
you doing
responds
back
to,
here?
hey, you.
It is closed. I work here.
Uh-huh. I'm working here, hey!
You got no job.
Come over here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Damn, I gotta take a shot. Or, well, Now he has car kinesis.
Ah!
My leg. Oh.
He's gonna catch on fire.
Gotta do it again. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's awful.
Perfect.
He's so sadistic.
Oh, come on, David. You'd do the same thing if you had those powers.
Yeah. It's about the kind of relationship I have with my mother. Not really. She's great. 104.
Oh, sorry. I wanted 103. Hello? I think they could have cut all this out.
Why don't you just call him?
Hello?
Hey, I'm on my way over. See you in a few minutes.
Okay.
God damn. Where's the fire?
It's you.
It's you.
Have you ever heard of the telephone?
Oh, yeah.
See? Yeah, call me.
For 2 hours, the damn line's been...
Beer cans everywhere.
Just
what is it?
typical night. It's like a Wednesday night for him.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I meant for you.
In the morgue.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evergreen
Schlitz
Park.
cans everywhere.
No witnesses, no apparent order. The body's covered with jewelry.
Schlitz.
Colt 45 cans
Yeah,
strewn
sure,
throughout the
dog,
apartment.
Dog was clubbed to death. Roger Sands prints all over the club.
Yeah.
Look, the captain's pretty uptight, Lieutenant. He told me to tell you he's giving you a roof.
He's uptight about all these people getting killed.
Well, it's because of that
Yeah,
turtleneck.
I told me to tell you to get your damn phone fixed.
Get your damn phone
Hey,
fixed.
You said it, I didn't.
Yeah.
Want some coffee?
Hell no.
No thanks. You might have to
Coffee?
just wake up.
I'll get strangled.
You got any blow?
That's it. He only takes cocaine while he's on the job.
One.
Say, did somebody break in here while you and your wife were doing it? Because this place is a mess. Oh, that's the thing she was wearing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Better dust this for fingerprints.
And DNA.
Yeah, really. This is my high school number, 32.
I said, make us some coffee.
Oh.
There we go.
All right.
It almost counts.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Counting, Candy.
Oh. We'll take it.
I'm almost at
At our age, we will.
This would be considered brief nudity, right? And like if you're watching like on TV, it would say brief nudity. Because you're getting some side boob and butt.
10. I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up.
I'm as up as I'm going to get. I better cover my, yeah. She's walking around naked with this guy's partner in the house. He's getting an eyeful there. He's like, yeah, all right.
It would have been excellent if she just walked into the room and vomited.
Blech! Hey, perfect. Right on that guy, yeah. Yep. Now, you don't need to slap yourself. The killer will slap you plenty later on. That's what he does. He slaps people, right?
He's the invisible choker.
Invisible, yeah. But he also slaps them.
The invisible slapper.
That's what they should have called this movie. The Invisible Slapper.
Astral Slapper.
The Astral Slap. The Astral Slap Factor. Slap Factor 7. Okay, this all could have been cut out. All right, he puts on a shirt.
Yeah.
Like, we could just assume that he got dressed. Here he is with a stupid pen. Did you make this coffee? It's terrible.
Behind me.
It's because Because of that damn coffee maker.
Did she put on underwear
I
yet?
think it would be better if you got some
Hopefully
other
not.
kind of a job.
Hopefully not.
You know, like a bank manager or an engineer or something with normal.
You know, his partner's like right there. He could probably see. Well, I mean, it's stiff breeze in there, and it's showtime.
Yep, but I don't think people worried about that in the 70s.
They didn't worry about people seeing their. All right. It was cool.
I remember being at an auto race at Road America in the 70s, and there was people running around naked.
All right. What was that last week?
No, it was in the 70s.
All right.
What's with that, Sergeant? Time is Roxanne Raymond.
Streaking was the thing.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, I'll see you then.
I wonder if anyone in this movie will go streaking.
I want you inside.
Well, I hope it's Elkie Summers or Stephanie Powers.
Not one of these guys?
Yeah.
You know, it's more likely to be one of these guys, though.
It always is.
Somebody that you don't really want to see naked, yeah.
Like this guy.
Right.
Hey.
Take that Chekhov haircut and you keep your clothes on.
Yeah, you keep your damn clothes on.
You need me, I'll be at the ESP Research Institute.
Oh, the ESP. Ooh.
The ESP.
I want to work there. That sounds fantastic.
It's right next to the Pons Institute.
The Pons? That's good care. There he goes. Woo! Stare harder. The director's like, stare harder. What? Oh, come on. Yeah, right.
Up.
No, the stupid books are in the way.
I could have moved it further.
No, we could have, but oh, here it goes. It's going over the books. What do you think, huh?
That's shocking.
What do you think? Sexy, huh? Yeah. Does that turn you on?
Thank you, Akeem.
Well, actually. Yes.
I got something moving in my pants.
Oh.
That's some crazy shit right there.
Well, one manifestation of it. Now, some psychics have the power to move objects from great distances.
I've seen this actor in something, too.
Are you trying to tell?
Probably an Excedrin commercial.
I've got a headache this big, and it's got Excedrin written all over it.
He looks like he's got a big head for a big headache.
Yep. They could just put Excedrin right on his head, like the logo. Just
There are many mysterious phenomena that can't be explained. My file cabinets are filled with records of them.
Do they still make Excedrin?
I'd probably.
A poltergeist, responsible for the death of a member of the Bell family.
Uh-huh. The Bell family. The Saved by the Bell family.
Now, the brother of this victim had a vision of the entire incident while asleep in his home in England. And
But he got strangled in San Francisco.
Led to the arrest of the man, even before news of the event had reached London. Now, these are all well-documented cases.
Dr. Ulmer, all this is driving me up the wall. Now, if you people know something that'll help me
You
find
people.
this guy, just give it
You
to me straight.
people.
Lieutenant, here at the
I like his
Institute,
belt buckle. That was the thing. We all had
investigate
buckles like that.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
created.
I remember my friend who would have been like probably 8 years old had a Star Trek belt buckle. Had like the symbol, you know, the little A-looking thing. Yeah.
When he said Roger Sands could be in the same room with you and you wouldn't be able to see him.
But you could smell him. You could smell his high karate.
Well, you must have some theory about all this.
Yes, that's just what it
What is that thing he's spinning? It's freaking me out.
It's a psychic thing. It's like when you're telepathic, you can make it do that. Oh yeah, I'll take a shot for that. Yeah. Still got a lot of this whiskey left. I'm about to make it. Davis is going insane.
Usually visits
Yeah,
Well,
that's it. I'm done.
We're over the halfway mark.
Distance seems
That's
to be
good.
no barrier.
Did he say the penal barrier?
Cases
Yes.
that are thoroughly documented
What the
on
heck is that thing?
And as
in
far
the
as we know,
foreground?
the astral traveler's real body always remains at the place of departure.
He's got double canes
Who
going.
is to say that Roger Sands hasn't gone
I think it's antlers.
One step beyond. Da-da-da.
reached into some new dimension?
Da-da-da. Wasn't that a Madness song?
You really think that's possible, don't you?
You don't see a lot
Well,
of
after 12 years with the Institute,
vests anymore underneath the suit.
I'm convinced
No.
that if the
You
will
should
of the
bring that.
human
I
mind
think you
is
should bring that
strong,
back.
Anything is possible.
At camp this summer, just walking around with my vest.
Use your vest and nothing else.
Well, thank you for your time.
I think you might get in trouble for that.
Not at all, and feel free to call me at any time.
Yeah, 3 a.m., go for it. Give me a call.
Dr.
What's this guy doing down here? Yeah.
Only a handful of people on the force know the details of this case. So far, we've been able to keep those details out of the news.
Uh-huh.
But the
A
media
handful.
A handful.
wind of your theory, and
Yeah. There's a stiff breeze, and
well, they'd make us look like a three-ring circus.
Damn media.
damn media.
I understand.
They all lie.
Yeah. Don't go blabbing to the media. All right. Bye. I'm gonna go do Falcon Crest. See ya. Jane Wyman's been calling me nonstop.
What you got, Russo?
Meeting the other girl, Bambi Greer. She's an actress, big deal in the late 60s.
She's living at the
What you got,
marina.
What you got, Rizzo?
She's not home. Did you alert the department down there?
And
Hell
Highway
no.
Patrol.
Oh.
Okay, she's your baby. Get on there and find her.
My
Let
baby?
me know as soon as you do.
You bet.
All right.
Hey, baby.
Baby?
Maybe, baby. Baby for gravy.
All right. I'm going to stand here and look pensive. Damn it.
Now I'm frustrated.
Stupid car. Always in my way.
I was getting excited about the music, and then they just.
Oh, there's your yacht.
I wish it was my yacht.
What if she was getting on your yacht?
That'd be fine.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I could deal with that. All right, let's go a little zip, and then yeah, zip diddy doo dah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zip diddy doo dah, zip diddy yay. God damn you! Okay.
What is that?
A door knocker? I don't know what that is. Oh, there's David on his guitar.
Yep.
Yep, there you are, right there.
Gave my love a cherry.
She's singing some like medieval.
Times where the sun never shines, and I shivered the whole
It's like listening to Nico.
I think she's actually playing that. Looks like it. Now I'd like to play Stairway to Heaven. What if she busted out Stairway to Heaven? That'd be sweet.
Some pretty nice picking.
And they played the entire thing.
Some nice picking.
8.5 minutes of Stairway to Heaven in the movie.
You know, when your parents are Norwegian and German, there's
Norwegian.
music in the house.
Uh-huh. That's
And
nice.
glad you came by.
Been strangled lately?
I'm lonely around here sometimes, like now.
That's some picking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must. But that's
Picking
not
and a
mine.
grinning, isn't that what they call it?
No, I didn't think it was.
That's, I think that's bluegrass, right?
Picking and a grin. I think it's a line from the Joker by.
Too early in the day for you, I suppose.
Oh, what's his name? Steve
Steve Miller Band? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, she bought the encyclopedias.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, probably had a traveling salesman show
The
up.
men out front tell me you've been giving him a hard time.
That's not all she gave him.
No, hard time.
Yeah, she gave him a hard time. I'll bet she did.
You know, when I get too lonely or too
I like to
upset,
get completely shit-faced.
I usually take a ride up the coast, the top down.
I'll bet she
And I
does.
touch,
With her top down?
Santa Barbara.
touch
dinner in
myself.
Carmel.
That's with her top down.
Alone?
You wish.
Yes, unfortunately alone, Lieutenant.
Yeah. I could go with you if you want to take your top
Drive,
down.
helps me get my head straight.
Uh-huh.
Just me and the Strangler.
Sometimes I
Yep.
drive up into the mountains, forest country. Boy, I love the smell of pine trees. Have you ever taken a pine
I got
tree
one of
like
those
a big
air
one
fresheners that
that's
smells like a pine tree.
Reminds me of home.
So you seen any
But
telekinetic
those
guys
idiots
around
out
here?
there
Or
won't let me go any place. Not even down to my own beach.
Those idiots.
son of a beach?
It's gonna get worse before it gets better. I've got to take you into protective custody.
Well, it might get better before it gets worse.
I've had
Yeah.
about all the confinement I can take, Charlie.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep you from getting yourself killed.
Well, if
I
you
mean, that'd
sit
be a
and
real
sweat it out
bummer.
in some stinking little room while you and your guys chase that nut, you're out of your mind.
Chase that. You and those squirrels chasing that nut.
I've just found out that we're not dealing with some ordinary
bum.
I mean, this,
asshole.
Roger Sands, he's a...
circus clown.
He's elusive as hell. And until I know more about him, I need all the cooperation I can get.
Well, I'm going to stay right here. And if you don't like it, you know where you can go.
You know where you can suck it.
And you might just as well take those bastards out there with you.
Cooperate with
Get you out
this.
of my property.
Yeah,
Do you understand
I
that?
want to get
Do you?
strangled. What? Slapped and strangled. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll give you a choice. Either you come with me...
Take your top down, or
you stay locked in this house until I say it's okay.
Yeah.
You can take your choice and shove it, okay?
Ooh.
Crap and grow
Ooh, she's feisty.
That's
Now,
real
where
dirty
did you
and
get
German,
off
that
telling
gesture
me
she
how
did.
to live my life.
Yeah, Germans don't take crap from anybody.
No, they don't.
That's the way it's going to be, Mrs. Harden.
Speaking of Harden.
Or I'll get a court order and haul your ass in.
Ooh. You wouldn't dare.
Lousy goddamn
No more ass hauling.
police force. Get the hell out of this house.
Yeah, throw that thing at her.
Get the hell out of this house and leave me
Throw the
alone.
glass at him.
Get out of this house.
Throw the glass. Throw the glass. No, she didn't throw the glass. Come on. There you go. Oh, she did. She did.
Oh, there we go.
She did throw it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is some weird shit.
This is pretty freaky here. I don't know. Oh, there's David right there. Yeah. With his tights on.
We're back to the choreography we have.
You've already got the beard, David. I think you're halfway there. Oh, your beard's not as pronounced as that guy's beard, but you work on it a little bit. I think you can get there. What's this guy in the plaid doing?
He's eating an apple, looks like.
He's just watching this weird-ass dance performance. Was that Anton LaVey right there?
Who the hell's that?
He's like this. He's like he founded the Satanic Church in San Francisco. He's like
wild,
this.
didn't I?
Anyway,
You told me. Is that our guy?
you can look him up on Wikipedia if you want.
See, the witches are trying to
Oh,
catch
like
you.
the after-school Satan Club guy?
Big demon
Yeah,
guy.
right. No, he wrote the Satanic Bible.
You bet your sweet ass. Yes, sir.
Oh. You bet.
Anyway, he sort of looks like that guy. So there you go.
There's 6, and I got someone watching
That's a
every
good
one.
gig.
Yeah. Can you stop with that bullshit? There you go. Perfect.
I'm going out front.
See, that was the payoff for all the times he's been clicking the pen throughout the whole movie.
Just stop that. Give me that pen.
Yeah. Oh, here it goes. Uh-oh. The door's slightly open. That's got to be telekinesis.
There's no other way that can happen.
No. All right, I think someone's going to get strangled with these ropes here because they're in the foreground. I think someone's going to get strangled.
We can only hope.
We can only hope, yeah. Maybe he'll telekinetically grip all these people.
You know, I bet there was some percentage of the audience who sat through this whole thing who just strangled themselves.
Oh, they're strangling something. Yeah.
My God, I just can't take it anymore.
What was that called? Strangling the Bishop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I forget.
We always have a good laugh about that.
Yeah.
The Ohio Wesleyan, their mascot is the bishops, and they are the battling bishops.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's pretty
You don't
dirty.
really want to
Oh, she's getting tied up. Oh, is this like an interpretive dance version of King Kong?
Exactly.
Oh, perfect. Oh, here comes the strangler. Perfect. She's all chained up already. So that thing is part of the. I think it's part of the thing. Okay.
It's a performance piece.
Perfect. And then no one even notices. That's awesome.
Nope.
Oh my God! I got groped.
Don't anybody leave the stage.
You know, and as typical performance art, nobody's in the audience.
Right. There might have been like a rehearsal.
No.
No?
I've been there. That's what it's like.
Wouldn't your wife teach dance or something?
She does.
Oh, okay. You should have her watch this. She should watch this when we're done and then critique the dancing.
Yes.
Perfect.
Up, back to the yacht.
Back to your yacht. So who's on the yacht? Why do we care about the yacht?
I think they just had a yacht available.
They just
wrote it in.
they just filmed it. No, this has got to be somebody that he wants to kill. It has to be, right? But how is the thing I don't get? How is he picking these people that he wants to kill?
I want you to tell me what the hell
You know,
you're mixed up with.
Wanting to kill people who are on a yacht is a pretty common thing.
No, I know, but there's like dancers and all these random people he's killing. Like, why?
Because they all remind him of his mother.
Yeah, but there's got to be thousands of people that look like her.
I ought to have my head examined fully.
Like, is he just going to go through this long list of people that have blonde hair?
Why are you so uptight?
Apparently.
I'm the one they're worried about.
Yeah.
Why the hell?
He should have had a more unusual looking mother, apparently.
Yes, yes.
I don't know.
Should have had a bald mother.
Help me, Bambi.
Bambi.
You get me mixed up in some goddamn dirty.
You're mixed up in some bullshit. Let's see who Bambi is.
Big man.
I don't see any. Oh, there's Bambi. That's.
I thought it was.
Oh, that's Mariana Hill. Huh?
I thought it was Stephanie Powers and the police officer who the detective were on the boat before.
No, it was these two dopes.
Oh, see, I totally didn't catch that. I thought she put the ice on his back.
No, that was yeah. So that was the chick that was in. So I must have had that wrong. That was the chick that was in High Plains Drifter, the one we just saw. Her. Although she doesn't look. Well, maybe I don't know.
I'll have to go back and watch.
Oh, she's got an 8-track. Sweet. Did you ever have an 8-track?
I did not personally have one. My friend had one in a car. He bought a car that had an 8-track, and it came with 2 8-tracks. Black Sabbath, Paranoid, and Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs.
All right.
Listen the hell out of that.
All right. Well, I don't know about the second one, but the first one sounds good. Little Black Sabbath. So the car came with 2 8-track tapes? That's weird.
Well, it had an 8-track tape player in it, and
Yeah.
they just left the tapes. They just left them in there. Yeah, Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs. You might want to check that out if you're into like guitars and trippy sort of Jimi Hendrix kind of.
Now,
music.
who is this? Is this the killer? Is he wearing a wetsuit?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he just turn invisible?
It almost feels like they've spliced together 2 totally different movies.
Yeah, because why wouldn't he just turn invisible and go up there?
Yeah. And why did he pick out people on a boat?
Right.
Like, how did he even know they were there?
Right. Early this morning.
Did you under guard?
I radioed the dockmaster before I put in the call for you. Harbor police over there should be aboard with her by now.
I guess she's about
Yeah,
to
they're aboard all right.
Any place, Lieutenant. I hope you're right, Sergeant.
I hope you're right, Sergeant.
They're aboard the SS Middle West Bourbon. Which is where I'm at. I almost finished my bourbon already. Man. Just sit right back and hear a tale. Do. Now, we still got 26 minutes of this thing. Holy shit. Alright. Big finale.
It's films like this that make you realize it's not that hard to make a movie.
Right. Well, I mean, it still would have taken some doing to get all these locations and everything, and, you know, I mean, all these extras and stuff. I mean, it took some effort.
Yeah, but if you spend a lot of time thinking about, like, does this make sense?
Well, right.
Really
I
worry
mean,
about that.
whoever wrote this movie really kind of crapped themselves. Like, this isn't really that great. And the directing really isn't that inspired either, but...
Uh-oh.
Now, why is he doing all this when he can just telekinesis people to death? Maybe this isn't the killer. Maybe this is somebody else. Like an assassin sent to kill them for some random reason.
And I would think hitting somebody with an arrow or like a blowgun or a dart or something, I think they would die really slowly.
Right, that's not going to insta-kill you. Like, getting shot in the middle of your back is not going to kill you. Not instantaneously.
No, I mean...
Oh, now we get the slow-mo. Alright.
That's why the rest of this film's still 20 minutes.
Right, everything. The rest of the movie is entirely in slow-mo.
Right.
Oh my god. I don't have enough whiskey for that. Oh, she's fighting back. Alright, good.
Yeah. Claw the eyes. Move that
Well,
mask and just poke them in the
yeah,
eyes.
you gotta pull the mask off. Plus, we need to find out who that is. I mean, it's gotta be the killer, but why is he going through all this effort when he could just do it all invisible? Maybe the filmmakers realized that having him be invisible the whole time isn't very good for it. It looks weird.
But maybe it's not the killer. Maybe it's actually the detective.
That would be an interesting twist. I think that's way too interesting for this, though. So are they going to get there in time? Probably not.
Nah, she'll be dead.
Anyone home?
Bambi?
Bambi?
Bambi! Bambi!
Bambi! Sorry, I was down stroking it, and she's dead.
You know, that's what this police department's apparently good for, is just finding women 5 minutes after they've been murdered.
Yep, good job. You did it. Well, they protected Opie Summer so far. Even though she
maybe she doesn't remind him of his mother.
I don't know. I think she does. Otherwise, why would we care if she died? Well, I mean, I guess we care if she dies, but...
Do we?
Looking good. Well, our work is done here.
Yep, dead.
We did it. Oh, he turned off the 8-track. Thank goodness. All right, let me get my fingerprints on some more stuff here. All right, good.
Yep, just touch everything.
Touch everything.
On my way in and out.
Yeah, I don't think you need to check her pulse. Like, she's not moving. She's laying on the couch like that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the... Okay. Oh, he's still there. Shit. Is he going to try to grease the detective? Oh, here we go. It's like, huh. Well, that's odd. No, I guess it's no big deal. Oh, there we go. Why don't you take your gun out? Pew pew.
What?
Why don't you pew pew him? Nope. He's like, never mind. That's cool.
Turn this boat around.
Take this boat to Cuba. Oh, they got a siren on the boat?
Yep. Pull over.
Pull over. Let me see your license and registration. Yeah, he should pull him over. That'd be sweet. They have to, like, go all the way over to, like, the shore.
Yes.
All the other boats are passing them by. Yeah, I don't think it's going to stop for your stupid siren. Couldn't he radio ahead to the harbor master or whatever to get him to... I don't know what he would do, but... I think he should have taken a couple shots at him while he was escaping. He should have like one of those little Hawaiian dancer things on the counter there that like jiggles.
It just shakes.
Yeah.
Like something, because once again, this is like, okay, we got 2 boats for a day. We got to try to make it look like something.
Right. And you know that siren noise is probably not even real. Like it's probably ADR or something. Oh, sweet. He's gonna be like, park it right here.
And run away.
Run away. And the detective didn't bother to call for backup, so... Oh, there he goes.
Why does he just make that boat sink?
Yeah. He can telekinesis the boat. Well, he can't beach that thing, can he? He's going to have to swim to shore. That guy's going to be long gone by the time he gets there. There he goes. All right.
Up.
What if we get hit by the boat? It runs into him.
Just propellered to death.
Perfect. Perfect ending to the movie. Oh. Now he's running around naked.
Or he turned into the Hulk.
Oh, that would be cool. Uh-oh.
Rage again. How many times has he done... In this movie, how many times has he thrown something in it?
Every scene, pretty much. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Oh, he's got an M16 now. Holy shit. I think they're ready. Oh.
They're hot enough to kill a man?
No, but it sure as hell knock you on your ass.
Yeah.
How about the fence?
I should know.
Well, breaking it sets off an alarm.
I've run into it like 6 times already.
Yep. 3 times this morning.
Just for kicks.
Yep.
How's it going, Corbett?
No problems yet.
No problems. Other than that invisible guy sneaking past me, doing good.
Make it up this way.
This is Sloan. Is the lieutenant anywhere near you?
Yeah, Sloan, go ahead.
Yeah, I can smell him.
Squad is here.
You checked their IDs?
Police squad?
They're okay. Let him in. Lock the gate behind him.
What if police squad was there? That'd be sweet. Frank Drebin? I wish. Liven up this movie.
What is that thing?
That's a truck?
You're clear.
You ever seen a truck before?
No, the cab on the back was a little weird.
Oh, yeah.
In the ladder. It's like, is that supposed to be a police vehicle from like 1962?
What we're up against? I've told him everything I know.
It's an official police
Sure
vehicle.
we shouldn't get that girl out of here. Put on a plane to Europe.
Why on earth do they have assault rifles?
No, that wouldn't stop Sands from killing it. It's not Christina Hartman. It'll be some other lady.
Well, you know, when someone can turn invisible, you got to bring out the heavy weapon.
I guess, yeah.
Not as bad as I thought. But, he's not
I
as
look
good as he
cool
thinks
holding
he
this
is.
M16, don't I?
Yeah, you know, I'll probably be working for him 5 years from now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Chuck, you got the ball.
Chunk? Oh, his name is Charles, so they called him Chuck. Okay, not Chunk. Now, Chunk was a character from the Goonies, right?
Yes, exactly.
Maybe he's a grown-up Chunk.
Hey, you guys.
Although, didn't Chunk have, like, a misshapen head? Is that the guy I'm thinking of?
Circuit in the utility room.
I think so.
Okay.
Is that enough?
More than enough the way we're wiring it. But he's got to make contact with the metal
Apparently I have a
handle,
birthday cake waiting for me when I'm
just
done with
steps.
this.
Oh, really? Oh, it's your birthday?
Have to cover him all
No,
the
it's
metal
like a week and a half
plates,
ago.
it'll be
Oh,
pretty
okay.
hot.
It was a Monday last week.
All right, Russo, as soon as I get that switch wired,
So you're getting your birthday cake now?
I'll give you the word to hit
Oh,
it. You hit it.
perfect.
No more, okay?
Okay.
Remember, if you see
That's how
anything
long it took for her to
unusual,
make it.
anything unusual, let me know.
Yeah.
Right.
Did your wife make it?
Yes.
Or she buy it at the store?
No, she made it.
All right, all right.
Just took her a while to get around to it.
A bunch of us had birthdays at the same time because I had a birthday. Elliot had a birthday like the week after me.
Yeah.
And Andy had one like right after me too.
Elliot's birthday is the same day as my cousin, the 21st.
Oh shit! Of course, no one knows who Andy is. Well, I guess some of the people listening to this probably do, but so many of my friends have been on this show, but a few of them have not. I haven't exploited all of my friendships for this. Two drunk guys watch. Now he's snapping the pen.
Yeah.
Must be contagious.
Did you pledge? Every day.
Sloan.
Hello?
Ahead, Lieutenant.
Well, I forgot my own
Listen,
name.
it's almost dark. Call Archer. I want him to take over your station. I want you here inside.
Well, which Archer should I call?
Lieutenant. On the double, Sloan.
We've got an entire archery division at the police.
Holt.
Oh, there he is. Check off
Sergeant
sleep. Hello?
You call him on that walkie-talkie from 10 feet away.
Take over here. I'm going upstairs.
By the way, your clicking thing is contagious. Shit. Well, I've gone through all my alcohol already, David. It's not good. We've still got 15 minutes. Oh! What's that child doing?
Waiting for its mother.
Nope.
That's a theme. That's a theme in this movie.
So the railing is electrified, or they were saying they were wiring something to like shock him, I guess, when he tries to go up the stairs. I don't know.
You know, that's from Forbidden Planet.
Really?
Yeah, it's like from the 50s. This flying saucer lands on another planet, and there's like this invisible monster, and they set up a electric fence around it.
Oh, okay.
You can't see the monster.
Got all dressed up to have a
It's a
little
classic
tea with
scene.
myself.
I told you to stay in your room with the doors locked.
When will you stop treating me like a child? I know what I'm doing, okay?
Uh-huh.
You sure
It's
do.
called I'm bait,
And I've
okay?
smashed already.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Boy,
she smashed her, right?
Lieutenant. And pretty soon I'll be totally smashed. You'll
Yeah, probably.
Like hell you will.
Oh! No, you're not allowed to only the killer's allowed to slap people. Stupid seagulls.
Chris,
Out of my
lay
way.
off the damn stuff, will you? I need your help.
Look, I'm sorry.
Wasn't she also in Ilsa, Wolf of the SS?
No. Looks like her, though.
I'm just a little...
Yes.
That'd be amazing. No.
Scared,
I wish I could
Lieutenant,
get that for... I don't think that's public domain. Although, I think the third one might be, but I'm not doing that on here. It's a little...
No.
a little bit outside of our normal fare.
Yes.
If any of you are interested in Ilsa, Queen of the SS, please check it out. I'm not going to be showing it on
Back
here.
in Rome.
Wolf of the SS.
Well, there's...
That's bad.
Yeah, Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Is that and then there's a sequel where she's like a prison warden.
Do you think if I tried
And then there's one called Ilsa and the Oil Mad Sheiks or something, I think is one of them. That's the one that's public domain, I think.
In blue jeans and pigtails.
But yeah, that's a little hardcore. I don't think we're going to be showing that. A lot of nudity. I don't mind if it has a little bit of nudity on here, but I'm not sure YouTube would let me post something like that up.
I hope so.
YouTube After Dark.
Yeah, really.
Sure gonna do it.
Like, is this made for kids? Hell no.
And then I'm gonna take that son of a bitch for everything he's got.
Yeah.
When I get through with him, he'll have to float alone to make a telephone call.
Float alone. What does that mean? Oh, like a bank loan. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, borrow some money.
Ah, gotcha.
Tell her to come upstairs.
I thought float alone like in the sea, like you're floating alone. Alright, we're gonna just move the entire police department into your complex. Is that okay? Oh, he snuck in. There he goes. Where's the heartbeat noise?
You do whatever the hell she says.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie.
Okay, Charlie.
Oh, this is the what?
There she is.
There she is. That's Ilsa, Queen of the SS.
Yes. Or a flight attendant.
Or a flight. Yeah, right.
You too, Junior.
Junior.
You too, Junior.
The parrot is the best actor in this movie. Sounds like the Waltons is about to start.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening, but I'm pretty sure that even if I'd been paying attention, I still wouldn't know.
Well, I think they're trying to trap the killer. Like, they're using Elkie Summer as bait to get him to come up here, and they've electrified a whole bunch of stuff. Hoping that he'll try to go up there and then get zapped. Which I'm pretty sure is exactly what happens because, like I said, I think I've seen this before. A lot of these movies I watch on here without having seen them at all. But, yeah, I think I have seen this one.
This seems like the kind of thing that would have been on, like, UHF in the afternoons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Night. Yeah. And,
or USA Up All Night. You're watching back in the day.
I used to love that show, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back in college, that was great stuff.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sounds good. Yep. Okay, bye. Nope. Still there. Okay. Hello?
But even if you're invisible, wouldn't you be like, the place is crawling with police officers?
Yeah, I mean, you're still taking a huge risk.
Yeah, maybe go find somebody else who looks like my mother.
Right, there's got to be 1,000 other chicks that look like her in the city, right? I would think. Well, I gotta be up for a Star Trek reshoot in the morning.
Oh, put a lid on that bird.
A lid? Like a hat? You should get a parrot, I think, David.
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to become a pirate.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, sweetheart.
You can get an eye patch and not actually lose an eye, you know. That'd be a good look, I think. Uh-oh. Ooh.
I saw that at the Institute. Oh. I know what's up.
That's got to be telekinesis. Never mind.
Nah, I guess not.
Couldn't
just
be. I mean, we're just expecting an invisible telekinetic killer. It can't be. There's no way it's that thing that I think it is. You son of a bitch. You dirty son of a whore. I don't know. Oh, it's Commissioner Gordon.
North fence. Stay here.
Sloan, come on!
Stay here, you dirty son of a... Something exciting's happening.
Yeah, you can tell because the music is picked up.
Yes. Hopefully someone's about to get shocked. One of these dumb cops will shock themselves on the fence.
Whoops. Just a fly.
Yeah.
Mosquito.
No, it's a bird.
A moth.
No, it's like an owl or something.
Oh, that's terrible.
I hope that's a fake owl. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What the heck? Okay. I think I'll pour myself another drink. Yeah, why not? This is what's known as the exciting conclusion.
It's like a scene from The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yes.
You know, like on top of that wall with their machine guns. And...
Yes. Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
What, did he shoot himself? Or does the killer have a gun now? He must have a gun. Okay.
Well, if you're gonna leave the flashlight there as a decoy, don't shoot your weapon and create muzzle flash.
Yeah.
That seems dumb.
Yeah, the guy can turn invisible, like, you're never gonna see him. They should all just hide up in her apartment.
Huh?
Don't you think? They should just hide up there? Like, who cares if he's out here?
Right.
Russo, pull that switch. Get Archer in here and put in a call for an ambulance.
Wait, which Archer?
They're all archers.
The entire squadron of archers. They all show up with their longbows, or English longbow.
Right, wait a minute. I thought I was Archer.
Their quilted armor. What's behind this door? Nope. That's just what the killer would want us to do.
Open that door.
Maybe I'm Archer. Is there a character named Archer? Oh yeah, Sergeant Archer. Rayford Barnes is the actor. I assume that's him. I don't know.
It's got to be another made-up name.
Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Come on. Let's get Chris out of here.
Who's Chris?
I think he's the dead guy.
Oh. Get him in the meat wagon. What's he got, a shovel stuck in him? What is that? Oh, a pitchfork.
You know, our plan has really gone awry.
Yeah,
That's what they must be thinking.
Did he, like, telekinesis that? They should have shown that. That would have been sweet. He, like, telekinetically throws the pitchfork at him.
Yeah, they probably couldn't figure out how to do that.
Right.
With their limited budget.
Yeah. Well, you notice they haven't shown anything like that in a while. Like, they think they blew the budget already on the special effects.
Yes.
They're saving it all for the electrocution scene, which is, I'm sure, coming up. Alright, now nobody touch the goddamn railing. And don't mention the railing. Shit. They have to explain this all to his partner because he's an idiot. Now that's the railing that's electrified, right? That one there?
Is it?
Sure. Let's just say that it is.
Yeah. It just occurred to me that if you're shooting at somebody you can't see, wouldn't a shotgun be far better?
Absolutely. Or a grenade. Be like, oh, he's somewhere over there. Throw a grenade at him.
Yeah.
Or how about a thermonuclear device? That'd work. We know he's in this county. Let's just nuke it.
That looks like a room from Resident Evil.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, look, left, then right, and then back left again.
The color got all washed out there for a minute. Alright.
Always chewing the gum.
Yep.
I thought he got shot. Didn't he get shot?
No, that was the other guy. She's got her black cigarette.
That was his credit. Like when the credits.
It just says that guy.
The other guy.
That one guy. The guy who got shot. I hope that's what it says. By the way, this movie has a really long credit sequence at the end.
Well, that means we must be like 2 minutes from the end of this movie.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it's like, it's really long, and then the music keeps going. So we're going to talk over the music at the end because it's just really long. Uh-huh. Sounds good. It'd be fun if he stuck his face on that railing and got electrocuted.
Put his tongue on it.
I better check to make sure this is juiced real good. Bzz.
Yeah.
Of course, he like climbs up the balcony. Yep, perfect. Don't touch the railing.
Roger?
Roger, I think I need a facelift. Uh-oh.
Roger?
It's about to happen.
Yep, something's going down. They keep zooming in and out.
Roger, is that you?
Huh? Who's Roger?
Yes.
Oh, that's the bad guy.
I've come back
Ooh.
to see you.
Uh-huh.
I am your son.
Oh.
You can't hide me anymore.
Uh-huh.
And I want everyone to know that you are my mother.
What is he shooting at? But isn't he up there? Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a negative. Oh. That was stupid.
That's it?
There he goes. Oh, no.
Oh, the horror.
She's like, what the?
I never wanted to hurt you, Mama.
Uh-huh. Isn't he full of bullets?
You can't see them, though.
Oh, there he goes into the astral plane.
Yeah.
Bye.
He's gonna live forever.
Yep. And he explodes. What the fuck was that? That was a pretty weird effect there.
Yeah, we'll never really know.
Was that a clarinet? No. Well, we have no evidence. What do we do here? There's no body. So what do they tell, like how do they write their police report after this?
They say, well,
everybody got drunk and we hung out with Elkie Summer.
What had happened was, back to Stephanie Powers. I'm wondering if we'd see her again.
Shireen Playboy? What is that? No, that's like a comic book.
Yep. Archie and Jughead.
I had a hell of a night. How about you? Now, there gotta be some kind of twist like the invisible guy shows up here, don't you think?
Oh, I think her eyes are going to sparkle at him.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, can you imagine? That'd be so awesome. I think we're giving this movie too much credit.
Exactly, that's not going to happen. But that would be
cool. Me down another Schlitz here. Shit. Can you believe this bullshit?
I'm never going to make captain.
Probably not.
At this rate.
Well, after he tells the story of this case, he'll never, yeah. They're going to put him in the nut house. Let me get good and schnockered first, before I utter a word. I'm still not wearing any underwear. No.
This movie's also known as the Heart to Heart pilot.
Yes, yes. This is actually an episode of Heart to Heart that got rejected. Can you imagine if they had this on Heart? That'd be sweet. I'd actually watch that show. An invisible telekinetic guy.
Is this it? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that how it's going to end?
Yeah, I think so. It's gotta be. There's like a minute left. Come on, sparkle! Somebody sparkle! Nope, that's it.
Joseph Wonder.
Joseph Wonder.
I wonder how this got made.
Wonder Bread, yep. Lead dancers, alright. The Howard Anderson Company. Casting by Edward Moore. She did a bang-up job there. There we go.
Best you could get.
That's the best you could get. That's what I was talking about. There's like this long musical part at the end. Alright, so that was Invisible Strangler, a.k.a. Astral Fiend, a.k.a. The Astral Factor. What'd you think, David?
I think this is a very fitting film for the type of film you feature in your series.
Yes. In that it had a very weak plot, and the acting was okay, right? The acting was fine.
Such as it was.
Yeah, I mean, such as it was. It had a kind of a sci-fi-ish theme, which our movies tend to have. Sci-fi/horror. And it had two sort of recognizable people in it. So that's good.
Much to their chagrin.
Much to their embarrassment. I don't think this is on anyone's highlight reel or whatever they call it. Their what is it called? Their not highlight reel. What do they call it when actors do a like a sample Anyway, yeah. So that was the Astral Factor. All right. Well, I want to thank David Smith for joining us for this episode of Two Drunk Guys Watch. And until next time, keep things interesting.